Hi there, welcome to the higher mystic realm. I hope you're happy and well. I am blessed, thriving, and grateful, and happy to be reading with you today. Right off the bat, I just had a download of a couple of sisters. Fair skin, not tight curls, but sort of curly brown or dark hair, a little bit of salt and pepper going on, and they're having a conversation about okay, so I don't know what it's about, but so you could be best friends, but you look like sisters, and people always say, are you sisters? You just say that you're sisters, or you are sisters. You're between the, I want to say, mid-50s to mid-60s. Still young, vibrant, full of life, just older couple of gals. And someone is on the fence with making a decision to go or do something, and the other sister, and this sister's kind of like that, always kind of like, I don't know. And then the other sister or friend is like, no, you'll be fine. Go ahead and do it. You know, this is good for you. Okay. So it's like you're trying to protect yourself and not be, you know, like you guys are just above the fray. You're not really, somebody's always got a new idea. But you're not, you're not into a lot of trouble. You guys like to have good, clean fun. Chicago, New York, it's East Coast, I can't make out the accent, but it's not from where I am, or originally from where I am. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not from the East Coast, and I'm not from Chicago, so something like that. And I just don't remember. I can't evoke, you know, like what it was about. Okay, so definitely trust your instinct. You have the High Priestess energy here. Okay. Now, the Lovers in Reverse came out in the Earth Signs reading. If you have Earth in your chart, definitely check out that reading. I just posted it a couple days ago. I posted it on Tuesday, and I'm recording this on Friday. The welcome to June. Happy birthday, Geminis. So I'm going to lay out these cards. If you feel connection with this reading or any messages within the reading, please feel free to speak your mind. You can like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd like to say hello to all of my subscribers and new subscribers and return viewers. Whatever you're doing around here, make sure you come on back and see what I have for you energetically. Okay? All right. So someone here wants to have their day in the sun. Someone here feels like in order to do that, you'll need to pair. Okay, so can we talk? Let's have a conversation here. So, you know, relationships, okay, so there's a strategy to life, obviously. But meaningful relationships should never be strategized. They shouldn't be contrived. They should be authentic, kind, loving, fun, non-judgmental, integral, and reciprocal. Okay? So if you feel that it takes someone else to make you happy, you'll be sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken, and you will be greatly disappointed. Okay, thank you for stopping by. we're gonna delve in, but that's pretty much the long and short of the, you know, of what's going on with the cards right now, with the messages from the cards right now. So I see someone here that is very hopeful about connecting with someone else, and they're trying to figure out and use their intuition on whether or not this is a good investment. Okay? And your intuition's going to tell you everything. Your intuition's going to tell you everything you need to know about who you're dealing with. And always, you know, check in with yourself. Always ask, like, how are you feeling when you're around this person or after? Excuse me. Here we go. I was yawning a lot in the Earth Signs video, but it was really late too. It is not late now. It's, you know, I do yawn when I channel. Because I'm going into a meditative state, which is makes me drowsy. So what can you offer? Always ask yourself this, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How can I give love to someone when I don't love myself? How can I inspire someone when I'm not inspired? So you can only give what you inherit, what you have. I see you're trying to make a decision. I see a decision here, and I see you worrying about it. I see you yeah, okay. Whether or not you're going to commit to a relationship or a friendship or just a commitment. But I see this Two of Cups here as partnership. It's very good. So you're in the sense that you're doing really well. And if you include someone in your life, it might take away from your abundance. If you go with your mind's eye, you will be satisfied. If you're feeling stuck, it's okay. There's Seven of Wands again. If you're feeling stuck, it is of your own doing. You know, your own limits, your own fears, isms, you know, if you have anxiety. Indecision. Let's talk about indecision. If you're indecisive, indecision is a symptom of trauma, early childhood trauma. Mid-20s trauma. If you're beyond your mid-20s, depending on where you are in your development as a human. So I feel like if you are having issues with indecision, look at where that's coming from. Were you triggered into not being able to make a decision? think long, you think wrong, but then you're hurried to a decision, and then it gets all jumbled and makes it very challenging to make a decision. Even an educated one, but always make an educated decision. Always research whatever it is that you're, the subject at hand. Okay? So you have the Prince of Swords and the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups, clarifying the reading thus far. And there's nothing left to do but to have this conversation. Definitely make an educated decision. Stick to your gut is never going to steer you wrong. Let's talk about this Two of Cups. Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, the world, Aries. There's a relationship that has ended or needs to end. It looks, I don't know if it's, an intimate relationship or if it's one of business. Oh, goodness. Well, look at that. Isn't that something? All right. Well, Aries, Scorpio energy here with the Tower. Something needs to shake. You need to address the elephant in the room. So it's like, if you're a very social person, perhaps go away for a while from your social activities and do some, that's where this clarity about what you need to be doing is going to come from. Again, Virgo energy with that Hermit. And you had the King of Pentacles down here. Magician on the bottom with illusory energy, throw the stone, hide your hand. But also, if you feel like you've gotten yourself in some muck, you put yourself there. You got the Sun again, which is gorgeous, but you have it on top. You have the Nine of Swords on top of the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Swords in the upright with the Sun. So I feel like once you have this conversation or open up this dialogue, it's really going to open up some things for you. It's going to leave you feeling a lot better. There's the World in reverse. Because I feel like whatever this is leaving you feeling incomplete. Something is incomplete. Something is not done. Something is still, the wound is still wide. Okay, so the second time that the Queen of Swords come out, this is about decision, indecision. Being closed-minded due to ego. This is about perhaps having a sharp tongue and like having this conviction of like being unmoved. I see you being someone with means. Let's sum this up. What is this all about? Tell me about this, please. Tell me about this. Also, I'm going to do a little love reading at the end, so stick around for that. Okay, so this is about a happy family. This is about your full, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles showing up. You see that? Ten of Pentacles. Now you've got the Sun a couple of times, Leo energy there with the Sun, and this is rebirth. This is, excuse me. Yeah, rebirth. This is celebration. This is celebratory energy. So I really feel like this is going to be a good thing for you. But I think you're going to have to eat some crow, perhaps. You're going to just face the music, whatever it is. But this is about your full integration. So this, whatever this Two of Cups is, and the state of it, which I think is an upheaval right now, is really going to help you, you know, like unite your body, mind, and spirit. Like it'll help you align. This does have to do with your family. This does have to do with, you know, your close-knit community. And Four of Swords clarifies the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. So clarity is definitely needed here. How do we get that clarity, please? Get out of our heads. You're going to have a bright idea. I don't know if you're being introspective enough. I don't know if you're going inside and looking. I think perhaps you might be pointing your finger. But the only way to clarity is by owning your stuff and being honest with yourself about your Two of Pentacles. This Ace of Swords wants to pop out. We got the Fool. So it's almost like you got to begin again to get some clarity. It's almost like you've got to really work on that integral part of the relationship. You know, I just gave you a few criteria of how to, you know, maintain a healthy relationship, and integrity is one of the big ones. Thank you. So how do we attain that? By meditate. Oh, okay. Meditating. Okay. Well, you know, it could be, oh, wow. Gemini energy, Two of Cups, conversation needs to happen. Someone that, it could be with someone that's younger than you. Could be, so Aquarius energy, very astute, very bright, and able to retain information. I don't know if that rings a bell, but you do have the Prince of Swords here. So definitely communicate your boundaries and your passions and like where you stand with things. Okay, so you need to address the situation head on. You do not need to play the blame game. You just need to own it and just be as honest as possible. But you're going to find this clarity in your meditation time. Maybe while you're painting, while you're doing whatever it is you do with your hands. So if you want to see your ships come in, okay, so there needs to be a death and rebirth. You kind of need to look at some ways of behavior and processing that don't work for you and seem to be off-putting for others. That seem to be seem to be the cause of your rift, discontentment within your relationship or ships. So we have the the Death card, the Two, and the Three of Wands. Full transformation, Scorpio energy with that Death card, obviously. Okay. Yeah. Get some rest. If you're staying up late, maybe go to bed a little early. It looks like you need to kind of switch some things up for real. So if there's, what was I saying? The ways of being, the ways of addressing things. There needs to be a revamp of how you're going about your relationships right now. That's not a new message with you, fire signs. I think you're in a big transformative period right now. The fate's not for you. Regeneration, here and now, blessed, and loyal heart in reverse. So I'm going to, I tell you what, we got under here. We have enchanting gifts. Share your gifts. Chop wood. Chop wood came out earlier. I had to adjust the cards, and that card was like, hello, hello. Trying, really working to get my attention. So we'll go over those in a minute. But first, I'm going to pull some cards on your love life. But I feel like this conversation, we're not done yet. Can I have all the cards, please? Can you just, you know, be graceful and allow... These cards are giving me the business today. It's okay. You need some little extra attention. I love you. You know, speak love into inanimate objects because they do hold energy, right? Whenever your computers, well, your computer's alive with crystals and stuff and electricity, but, you know, speak, if something's not working, just talk to it real nice. Yeah, I think you might be a control freak, fire sign. You need to realign. Ten of Swords. Things that are no longer working. Your strategies, your tactics, they're just not... Yeah, you get the Sun again. It's Four of Pentacles wants to stay around. You have the Sun 3 times in that case. Sun wants to pop out. But we're talking about love. So whatever this partnership is, whatever this Two of Cups is, it's whomever you're having or soon will be having disclosure with. Some things are going to be brought to light. Some things you really need to look at. They're calling you. And perhaps it was a toxic connection. But this is, you know, addressing it's going to put an ease to your anxiety. And they're old ways of thinking, they're just ways of behaving, like learned behaviors and just kind of automatic behaviors that maybe perhaps served you at one point. But it doesn't serve you anymore. We're moving on. We're graduating. We're evolving. And there will be a time where you will slough off old karmic energy, and you will know this and be able to recognize it by you will feel relieved and like light. You will feel lightened and no longer burdened by some things that maybe you had to own up to. Maybe you were a jerk. Maybe you were confirmation. Maybe you were competitive. Maybe you were just out of alignment. I'm getting a lot of like you're realigning. So you'll feel refreshed and you'll be like, okay, you'll get a sense of clarity that you hadn't had before. Okay. Okay. All right. For love, for fire signs, for our beautiful fire signs. Okay. see a little handsome offer on the table or coming your way. The Six of Swords does not want to leave. So I don't think it's your leading card, darling, but maybe it is. Maybe you need to deal with your old baggage because you keep kind of lit like you're like on a loop of being. And so one would say, yeah, like that's who I am. But I don't know if you take a closer look, I don't know if that would be who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that would be who you would choose to be. But I don't, you know, that's not for me to discover. That's for you to own and navigate through. You know, you got to choose for you what leaves you feeling whole. And Three of Wands. Well, you're definitely starting to see what happens when you do A, B, and C. So, you know, if you want to reach this, that Two of Wands came out again too. So you're in a period, or you soon will be in that period of seeing how, with the Wheel of Fortune here and Temperance, what you do today depicts what you can and can't do tomorrow. And, you know, may your goal be ultimately to leave people feeling joyful, leaving people feeling light. You know, how have people shared with you how they feel after being in your presence or speaking with you? Do they share that with you? So perhaps let that be your rule of thumb, is you always want to leave someone feeling great. Because people don't remember what you've done for them. They only remember, truly, at the end of it all, how you've left them feeling. So how are you leaving people feeling? Because if you feel like, I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to use my tactics on you because that's how you've had to manage your relationships before, I'm here to tell you that that's just not working anymore. That's just not the, you know, we're in a new, you know, paradigm around that. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Moon. Pisces energy with the Moon, okay? The Six of Swords is just saying, man, you gotta look at your childhood, look at your old baggage, look at healing, you know, yourself, forgiving yourself, and do some shadow work in order to get to this aligned place of the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. So you do have a lot of repeating cards. It's really just a very concise message. You know, this Moon here, Pisces energy. Things are being revealed. Walk quietly, carry a big stick, and, you know, so if you're dating, you know, protect yourself and always do your due diligence and vet people out before you're allowing them in your energy. But you really are, you know, the law of resonance, man, you are really going to attract who you've been, who you practice being. What's next? A rendezvous with you. Self-discovery. You like busy work. You need things to keep you busy. It's rare that you can sit still within your own thoughts and just chill. If you can, they're very short moments. So that's something that you need. You know, reoccurring theme here is you have a lot going for you. And there's something that you want to manifest. Trust your intuition. What lights you up? What gets you excited? Go with that. relationship does seem promising. I feel like you feel, if you are in a romantic relationship, someone here is pulled away from a romantic, like you're pulling away energetically, and that could be problematic. Why are you pulling away? Turn my fan. Yeah, I think, okay, so some of you are being introspective and but yeah, this lovers in reverse. Okay, maybe you're ending a relationship with a Gemini, but it's definitely like considering disconnecting from someone. So perhaps you've disconnected in the past, and maybe you want to zhuzh up a past relationship. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it is what it is. I think you need to just let sleeping dogs lie. But this is you. So those of you that have ended relationships, perhaps even though they were unhealthy and maybe toxic, you're like, damn, maybe that was my chance to have my forever if I would have held on, if would things have been different. I believe people move in the way that they really move now. They don't really like the result of how they move, but I think that's the thing. You have to sit with the outcome, and you have to know that the goal is to be healthy. The goal is to be emotionally intelligent and aware and healthy. So where in your life do you have unhealthy relationships, person, place, or thing, where you're allowing yourself to have the unhealthy relationship because it's familiar, it's filling up your time card, it's giving you something to do, it's allowing you to say that you have a relationship. Whatever the inauthenticity is, look at how it's serving you, or if it's serving you. I just see a lot of you sitting here like you're not able to make a decision. But I think it may be because you need to own up to something. I was getting these out so well. I don't know what happened. You ever like do something for a while and then you go do it after a while and it changes, like it didn't come off the shelf the same way? It's weird. It's gotta be something you're doing. 2 of Pentacles, balancing, 5 of Pentacles. Could be with the Gemini, fire sign. Ace of Swords, coming out bending my cards. I think some of y'all are really worried about how you're going to look to people. Temperance. You got to have to be patient and let things balance out. Justice card. Pay attention to your passion and just focus on that, okay? Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I was talking about this, I don't know, in the air, or maybe it was the air, but some of y'all work with people that you're in a romantic relationship with. Some of y'all I don't think it's ever a good idea to do that unless you're in an established relationship and you know you work well together. I just wouldn't poop where you eat. Save yourself a bunch of trouble. It sounds fun and it'll keep you busy for a while, you know, even as it crashes and burns, but disallow yourself to continue to put yourself in relationships that will mess up where you live or where you make your money. You've got some decisions to make. You do have options here with the Seven of Cups and the Princess of Cups. I think someone, perhaps, you know, there's an early budding life and maybe you have, like I said, options. Now, the Judgment, the King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune here. Saggy. So you're being called to do something with the Judgment card. And it perhaps is going to help you regain, or others regain their confidence in you. I feel like for some of y'all did something that helped someone lose their confidence in you or trust you. What you have coming in is going to be great. Maybe you've made amends and you've been working diligently to show up in a positive place, and so you're wondering, like, what's next? When is this love going to come, or when are we going to evolve, or whatever the case may be. And Spirit's just saying, you know, like, connect with me and I'm going to walk you through it. And pay attention to your ebbs and flows. Because we can look at somebody all day long and run down their faults, their great points, you know, their weaknesses, their strengths, what they like, don't like. We can talk about people all day long, what they did, how you do it better. But really, the conversation needs to be less about others and more about you. I always say, when you point your finger of blame at somebody, you've got 3 of them pointing back at you. So that's a really great time to you know, a great sign that you need to really develop yourself. If you're looking for a relationship, a new relationship, business relationship, romantic relationship, and you're attracting the same type of people, the same energy, you know, same energy from different people, that is a big sign that it's you that needs to do the transforming. It is you that needs to, you know, work on yourself and what you are, the energy you're putting out. Okay? 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Excuse me. So we have Virgo energy here. Yeah. So you need to get really focused on you, your projects, your passions, and some of you may be business owners, straight up business owners. And you're managing your business and you're throwing yourself into work. What does this have to do with love? Oh, so if you're looking for love, throw yourself into your business and love will come when you're least expecting it. Thank you. Okay, so the Fates is my Libra card. It's 17, so that's 8. Okay, and that's balance, harmony, management. This is about reaping what you sow. You got that Wheel of Fortune there. So there may be some cleaning up that you have to do, perhaps. Not for you. 6. Not for you. All right. So the number 6 is about love, harmony, home, connection, communication. But not for you is talking about, this is a sign that whatever you're going after, it probably isn't best for you. And if it's being withheld from you, rejection is God's protection. So, and I started this whole reading about being strategic within relationships. Business, yes. Friendships, no. When you start to strategize within interpersonal relationships, that relationship is the beginning of it disintegrating, okay? Regeneration, 46, 10. All right, so it's time to kind of start over from scratch. Again, review who you are being in life and see yourself through other people's eyes. You keep looking through your lens, you're immaculate. Your shit don't stink. I'm great. I did everything. I didn't do anything wrong. Your ego will mind F you into believing a whole bunch of BS. That you're great. Because no one wants to be wrong. It doesn't feel good to be wrong. No one wants to be the bad guy. But sometimes people are bad guys. Sometimes we're all the bad guy. And what builds our character and builds us up is when we acknowledge these things and own it and grow from it. That's where the magic happens. If you're just perfect, what do you have to aspire to? More perfection? No, we're fallible. We're human. So we got to be okay with that. And in the here and now. Here and now. What number is that? Here and now. 32, number 5. It's all about change. And in order for you to issue the change on in, you got to get uncomfortable in order to grow. Here and now is about being okay now. The 9 of Swords is all about anxiety, worrying about the past, antagonizing the future, antagonizing yourself over what could be, what might be, if and you have blessed because you are blessed, okay? It's master number 22. Love that card. It's a gorgeous card. Blessed. You're blessed. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to read Loyal Heart to you. It's in reverse. It is 35, so that's 8 as well. Again, achieving balance and overcoming fears, overcoming challenges. Okay. Spirit wants me to read blessed to you. We'll at least read blessed. So it's all about, so being blessed is you cannot earn being blessed. You are inherently blessed by the Creator, okay? And Spirit's going to give you a leg up. We have the Ace of Swords coming out, along with Judgment and Temperance. So you have your angels helping you out. God doesn't love us because there are conditions. He wants us to do things for him. I do not believe that. It's about for ourselves. God doesn't need, Creator, right? Source energy doesn't need from you. It is on its own. That's why it's God. That's why it's the Creator, right? So, but who needs to be enlightened? Us humans. Us spirits that have come here to have a human experience. So they're here, your non-physical co-creative expansion team are here to assist you. Now, in turn, it helps the whole, helping each other evolve, and you being an individual part of the whole. You're right. Do you see how the mechanism works? So, it's about a divinely orchestrated event that you didn't earn, that you didn't do anything. Like, you're being blessed. You are given grace, okay, around this. So allow the awe of gratitude and appreciation for your blessings be your guiding light, okay? Also, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's talking about going deeper. Perhaps you want to deepen a relationship, and it may cause a tower. It could be between an Aries and a Scorpio. It could be just something that's going to perhaps reveal who you're dealing with and if you should deepen the relationship, the partnership. If this is a relationship that is falling apart and there is no saving it and that sort of thing, Spirit's asking you to deepen your relationship with Spirit, because that can help you accelerate your growth so that you don't have to go through another one of these relationships like that. Okay. All right. So 35. Where's 35? This is the protection message. Now, the essential meaning is fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. It's in reverse. So your protection message is fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Not for you. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. That's what I said in the beginning of the reading, right? So I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm saying let's have that be confirmation that what I'm telling you is what is accurate within the reading, okay? That this is indeed the message, right? So most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion, right? Stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. So now is a time for courage. You will. It is pleasing, though. Let me tell you, it is satisfying when, you know, I know that I'm right on track with the messages that I'm receiving, because it's a little nerve-wracking when you just get downloaded with a lot of information. It's difficult to regurgitate it. I cannot tell you what that conversation that I witnessed in my meditation was about. I do not know. It could have been about ordering flowers, going out on a date. I don't know. But it was between two people that watched this video that I am supposed to share this with for confirmation, so that you know that we resonate in alignment when it comes to this assistance with you spiritually, to help guide you through your everyday life. It's just a way of confirmation, like you're on the right track, you're listening to the right people. And that's why we don't listen to all the tarot readers and spiritual healers, because not everybody's on our wavelength. We may not receive the information properly. It would be a waste of time, and Spirit's not about that. Holy Spirit is about alignment, clarity, understanding your zone, recognizing the nudges and guidance that you get from Spirit. Yeah. Okay. So You will not be lost at sea. So now's the time for courage. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone, unloved. And oh, the drama of it all. Fear, false evidence appearing real, is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real the fear will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? You know, that might cause some emotions to come up, and that's okay. That's good. That's a good sign. Love that part of you. Heal that part of you by loving that part of you, comforting that part of you. Ask, is this true or real right now? Some of us don't know how to meditate or connect with our inner selves. So this is a little guide on how to do that in regards to this message for you, okay? The answer is most likely no. Give yourself a big hug. And it is okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned, however. And in spite of our fear, even when you're not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. The beauty of it all. Beautiful, beautiful message. All right, let's get you a Moonology manifestation card. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And I know people talk about karma, and that can be really scary. It's like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Why did I do it? And the thing is, if you're still here, that means that God's not done with you. And you have a chance to make things, right some wrongs. But this is the thing. When you're deceiving others, ultimately you're deceiving yourself. And so you can liberate yourself from that deception and that murky, smarmy energy by owning it, accepting it, loving yourself, picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and come from love from now on. And you may need a moment to calibrate, because you perhaps may have been in this habit of being where it's like dog eat dog world, which, in some realms it still is. But again, things are changing. Life is changing. And so if you're able to keep up with the changing trends of technology, then you'll be able to keep up with the new trends of being. Okay, we're shifting. If you want to be on the right side of history, as people like to say, shifting your consciousness into loving yourself in order to love others. What does love mean? That doesn't mean feeling, oh, goo goo gaga over someone. They're so cute, I just love you. It's an acceptance, okay? God loves us regardless, because we are not always lovable. God loves because God is love. Resentment causes dis-ease within the body. Jealousy, having a hot temper, not listening, being dismissive. They're all symptoms of an ailing misalignment within your solar system, your personal solar system. So there's a lot of healing, because you look around, you've got so many blessings, but for some reason it feels a little empty. So whether this is romantic, whether this is familial, there's alignment that is needed here. And I do feel like, you want to tell someone, like, hey, this is what I was going through. But maybe that's the problem, because you keep talking about you. And I don't know if you're investing in what other people are experiencing. Got to be reciprocal. And we feel like, you ever watch that movie where you see the person trying to explain and you're rooting for them even though they're the bad guy, and they're just like, listen, or even if they're good, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like they can't seem to get out, like, hey, let me tell you what that's not. she kissed me, I didn't kiss her, you know, that sort of thing. So you have full moon in Pisces. So maybe you have a moon in Pisces, but forgive, right? And new moon in Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius moon. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. All right. Moonology, manifestation for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Wow. Okay. Well, nothing new over here. Yeah, forgive. Full moon in Pisces came up again. So I do think somebody's holding on to some resentment, and it comes out through your pores. It's like garlic. You ever rub, wonder why does someone, once you get garlic on you can't get it off, it goes into your system. You rub garlic on your toe, your big toe, and 3 to 5 minutes later you can smell it on your breath. So it comes out through your pores. When you drink the night before, and people and you took a shower and everything, and someone's like, "Were you drinking last night?" Because they can still smell it on you. So you wear your heart on your sleeve, or you don't. You don't have so much of a poker face as you think you do, or it just comes out. It might be in a tone of voice that you use when you speak to someone that you feel resentful toward. Maybe you don't know why you're speaking to that person. So that's what the introspection is about, so that you can see what within you needs healing. That 6 of Swords, it didn't want to leave. And it eventually popped out. So really, going inside and getting away from turbulent waters into a calmer environment, so that you can sort out your thoughts and your intentions and your actions. I mean, it all boils down to brass tacks, man. Who are you being with others? What show are you performing for others? It's really time to get honest with yourself. Okay, full moon in Cancer. You could have a Cancer moon. Let your fears dissolve. Maybe by the Cancer full moon, something will change for you. Not sure when that is. Feel free to look that up. Maybe when the sun is in Cancer, when we move on over from Gemini energy to Cancer energy. Let your fears dissolve. Something that you need to address, definitely. Proud of yourself. Maybe recently you felt like, you've been able to look at and reflect on your life and process. And you feel very proud of yourself. For what you've accomplished, yet it is still incomplete. Maybe that's why. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Maybe I will title your video that, go deeper. It's time to go deeper. Because that's exactly what that 9 of Swords in reverse is all about. Go deeper. Everything changes. Nina Simone. First quarter moon in a Capricorn. You may have Capricorn's placement in your chart. Unleash your kindest self. Unleash your kindest self. Well, good luck. Because when you're coming from fear, the last thing you want to do is be kind to somebody. Because you want to protect yourself. And when someone's being protective or defensive, they're not very kind. You ever met someone being defensive and it felt like they were being kind to you? You know what I'm saying? So, you got work to do. But if you're wondering how to be your best self, be your kindest self. If you haven't figured it out yet, one of the major components to life is being of service to others. That doesn't mean if you have if you have a couple of bucks, you hand it to someone that's, you know, needing shelter or food. That's nice. Or you know, giving to an organization. It's who you are being. You know, we've gotten so far away. We're on our phones. We interact with each other through videos and pictures and emojis, and that's great. That's fun. But it's causing people not to know how to be with others, and causing people to feel like, ah, that's woo woo. Ah, that's just. That's too close for comfort. It's because you're not in tune with your emotions. You're not. If you feel that way, then you've got some work to do, and that's a good sign. Needing work to do, because that's what we're here for. You stop needing work to do, poof, be gone. You're not on this plane anymore. So good on you that you've got some work to do. Okay, let's see what crystals we can get for you. What crystal can really assist our fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, Ruby. All right, Ruby is all about health and wellness, okay? It's going to help you improve physical strength and vitality, increase endurance and passion, activate productivity and self-motivation, increase enthusiasm and overall feelings of well-being. Ruby, your affirmation is, say it with me, vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. Because not everybody has that. So it definitely is a blessing, okay? This is about money, motivation, creativity. This is carnelian. Carnelian is going to help you activate the creative mind, improve visualization skills. It's going to help you realize unlimited potential, stimulate the courage to fulfill life purpose and potential. You do have the Temperance card. You do have the Judgment card. This is about your life's potential. Okay, well, Aries, listen, I'm so glad. Aries, Leo, Sag, I'm so glad that you in all fire signs, where, you know, even if it's your moon or your rising, you know, all viewers are welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I do hope that something in this message has been helpful for you. If you'd like to know the next time that I feel inspired to read for you, please click the notification bell so you don't miss a beat nor an uploaded reading that I have for you. Okay, until next time, be well. May you find abundant reasons to be joyful throughout your day. Always be full of gratitude. Count your blessings. Okay, much love and endless blessings to you. We'll see you next time. Bliss on your day.